Nintendo's former monthly publication lived a good life.
Let's go. We are talking about Nintendo Power. You playing with Power, I'm playing with Power.
Yes, I'm playing with Power.
Now it's pretty cool that you're watching this on the Nintendo Force channel, and they are on like 30 issues. It's awesome. I've been subscribed since 1, and it's cool that Nintendo Power lives on. But let's go way back when Nintendo Power was actually predated by another magazine, and that was called the Nintendo Fan Club.
Okay.
Now, this was a short-lived thing. Nintendo ran first-party magazine, first-party only games. And that's probably one of the reasons that it wasn't, super successful, is that it didn't cover a whole lot.
Right.
And they canceled that in favor of Nintendo Power, which is what we like to call Pantendo first and third and second and fourth parties.
Yes.
No such things.
That's, I guess, games on other consoles.
Yeah, sure. So if you kind of think of it as Nintendo's original efforts to communicate with fans, it predated email blasts or social media posts.
Right, you had to be kept in the loop somehow. They had these publications to let you know what was going on. That's what life was like. I think a lot of our viewers, I don't know how old you guys are, maybe you guys are our age, maybe you guys are older, but there was a time before the internet where you had to wait for information.
Wait.
If you wanted to hear information about a game, then you had to wait until the next publication came out.
Next publication?
Yeah, I know. Waiting was a thing back then too.
Yes. Now, it's interesting that you say that because it wasn't even so much news to start out with. They really focused on cheats and strategies. It was all like how to play these games. So that's interesting. Eventually they moved to more editorial reviews and like features. So that was kind of the evolution. There are also some really interesting marketing techniques that Nintendo Power employed throughout the years. In 1989 they did a Pocket Power Mini Edition. Just a little mini magazine they could
Really?
right into your pocket.
Oh, that's cool. So
Yeah.
you could just, pull it out and be all cutesy with your mini Nintendo Power.
You want to know how you got it, Simeon?
How'd you get it?
You attended the Wizard.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that cool?
That is awesome.
Yes.
If you guys haven't seen the Wizard, go out and see the Wizard just to say that you've seen it.
Make sure you're all right with hearing the H word 90 times, because you can't ask a question in the 90s without the H word.
No,
or,
that's
excuse me, 89. In the 1990s, Dragon Quest for the NES was given to every single subscriber.
That's crazy.
You know why?
Why? Because they had too many of them?
Yes, a lot of unsold cartridges.
That's hilarious.
Wasn't as popular in the US as it was
As it was?
in Japan.
Wasn't as popular in the US as it was.
In 2001, there was a spin-off of Nintendo Power called Nintendo Power Advance, because I guess they thought it was a good idea to split Game Boy Advance coverage into a separate magazine. Also didn't live very long.
I can imagine why.
In 2007, something big happened. A new company took over Nintendo Power. It was called Future US, and I can't remember any of the other magazines, but they did have a lot. They had like, the Sony one, the Microsoft one, and the PC one, I think, and other non-gaming related magazines. So big magazine company purchased Nintendo Power. And we were all kind of worried, like, how is it going to change? And the good news is they did a great job with it. I even wrote in, remember? And I said, thank you for taking such good care of the magazine.
I do remember that.
And I said, I also said thank you for starting to put plastic wrappers around the magazine and the poster. I said it keeps the good smell in. I really like the smell of freshly printed ink. Like, new Pokemon cards is where I originally got it, but now magazines work as well.
And they told you to stay away from the markers.
Stay away from the markers, Scott.
That's so great.
Yeah. Now, Future US also took it up another step by adding a 13th issue to the calendar year, a bonus holiday one. No extra charge. It was awesome. Another great change they did was subscriber-only editions. So there would be the versions of the magazine that would go on stands and the version of the magazine that came to your house when you were subscribed. The difference was less attention-grabbing text all over the cover. Because their theory was if you're already subscribed, you're going to open it and read the whole thing. You don't need your attention to be grabbed.
Right.
And I thought that was great. Covers less of the artwork.
Yeah, that's right. You got... It's less of the artwork?
Covers less.
Oh, it covers... I thought you meant the cover is less of the artwork. Have you ever seen... I can't... It is a game cover. It is one of the worst game covers. I know it's not a Nintendo cover, but... one of the Batman Arkham games.
Yeah.
Oh,
black and white one?
Yeah, it's a black and white. And
people
just
love
like
that thing.
All accolades. There's like no actual cover.
Yeah.
It's literally just like all of the things that people said about the game. It's
I know exactly what you're talking about.
See that?
So also throughout the years there were some cool promos and soundtracks. You would always get little inserts like if you want to renew right now you can get the Twilight Princess soundtrack and stuff like that. So I got some of those. The final issue was number 285 and it came out in December of 2012. And they did this
long ago, huh? Wow.
Yes, they did this really cool full circle cover edition where it used clay Mario art just like the original one did. This one was promoting Super Mario 3D...
Super Mario Galaxy 2? No.
Super Mario. And the old one was promoting Super Mario Bros. 2.
Yes.
So, pretty cool. And Nintendo Force, like we said, rose from the ashes of Nintendo Power. Thank you, Lucas and team, for doing what you guys did and continue to do.
Absolutely. Some other interesting things that Nintendo Power had.
Should I click on this?
Yes, click on this. The second issue of Nintendo Power drew some controversy because it has a guy with Dracula's head in his hand. Like, he sliced it off. There's a skull there. It's all dark, and there's, blood red all over the cover. I don't see any actual blood. This is pretty intense.
How'd they not know better?
I don't know, but I don't think we had anything like this again.
No, they definitely learned. My goodness.
This is just kind of a relic, one of those things where people don't talk about it after it happens.
Yeah. Wow.
Another feature, of course, was Nestor. Appeared in these Howard and Nestor comics. Howard was actually modeled after... No, not that one. The Nintendo fan club president... Howard Phillips, who wore a bow tie a lot. Cool. And eventually Howard was phased out and it just became about Nestor, who was like this little punk kid who was snarky because everything in the 90s had to be a snarky punk kid. Nestor got his own game, Nestor's Funky Bowling, for the Virtual Boy.
Yes.
And he even got a mention in Star Tropics. Mm-hmm. There's like a fisherman or something that asks you if you're Nestor. And it's like, that's really kind of bizarre that you would have an NES game not made by Nintendo referring to a Nintendo magazine comic character.
Yeah.
And another thing, you mentioned it briefly, is Nintendo Power had a lot of posters.
Right.
Obviously, they continued that tradition with NF Magazine.
Yeah.
And so posters were a big deal in the 90s. Posters from magazine, you'd put them up on your wall.
Someone asked us in the comments of a recent episode where we get these. So it comes with your subscription. Every single issue of Nintendo Force. Now, there's something really special, I think, about getting a magazine in the mail. These days, especially if you're an adult, mail is not a fun thing. It's like, wow, what bill did I get here? My insurance explanation of benefits. And
gross
dentists trying to get me to clean my teeth on their brushes. And Nintendo Force is one of the few things I have to look forward to. So do you feel similarly? Do you look forward to mail ever?
Oh, no. I avoid checking the mail because I just know that it's going to be more paper that I have to file away. Like, I'm not even necessarily, well, sometimes I'm afraid of what it's going to say, but I'm not even necessarily afraid of what it's going to say. I'm afraid, like, I have to do something with all this paper. Like, I can't just throw it away. I got to file it away, and filing it takes work. But, like, if I got something coming in the mail,
right?
Like, if I got a package or something else, I'm super excited. And the magazine is pretty exciting.
So get yourself some fun in your inbox. Thanks for being a part of the Nintendo Force.
Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And once you've done that, head on over to the Two Button Crew YouTube channel and subscribe to us.
Yes, we provided you a link at the end of each of these episodes. So here it comes. See you guys next time.
Signing out.